Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious improvised moments on TV. Some spoilers to come.
Smells crime before it even happens. Yes, dude.
What if his entire head is just one big nose? Write that down. I like that.
Number 20. Hot Damn! Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This show is famous for its hilariously creative and creatively hilarious cold opens. This popular cold open moment was not even scripted. When Amy gets to work late for the first time, the squad speculates increasingly ridiculous theories on why she was late. Captain Holt suggests she got held up at the bank.
I'd say she's in line at the bank.
Sure enough, he was right.
There was a problem at the bank.
Hot damn!
Holt's exclamation was in fact completely improvised by Andre Braugher, and was even enough to send the entire cast into convulsions. Notice the very close and even abrupt editing.
Never tell anyone about this.
Holt's damn adventures don't stop there, returning in season 5. What a damn good gag.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn!
And that is 3 oh dams.
Number 19. Peppa Pig, The White Lotus. This black comedy anthology about a fictional resort gets one of its guests tickled pink. In one episode, Jennifer Coolidge as the rich and spoiled heiress Tanya shows up at the resort in salmon pink. Tanya claims she's dressed as Monica Vitti, but the Italian manager confuses her with another character altogether.
Guess who I am? What? Peppa Pig.
Not only was this reply improvised by Sabrina Impacciatore, but she wasn't even sure it made it into the show. Right afterward, the whole cast burst out laughing and they had to cut.
Very sexy. Brava. Brava, Monica.
Thank goodness it wasn't, or else we would have missed out on some comedy gold. Number 18. I kind of hate women. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Everyone's favorite gang of narcissist sociopaths is at it again. When the gang finds out that M. Night Shyamalan is in town, Mac and Charlie decide to write a movie. Specifically, a prequel to The Sixth Sense called, you guessed it, The Fifth Sense. But they are missing, as Dennis points out, a female love interest. Mac responds accordingly.
We need to get a female lead character in there that Dolph can bang throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I kind of hate women, though.
This casually misogynistic comment not only became a meme, but was totally improvised. This improvisation was also the moment the creators decided to develop Mac's character as a repressed gay man who hates women. A great tribute to the Greek and Roman tradition, to be sure.
How'd you like to be in the movie business?
Number 17. Tormund's Stare at Brienne, Game of Thrones. Tormund Giantsbane's infatuation with Brienne of Tarth is as cute as it is, surprisingly enough, mostly improvised by Christopher Hivju. From Tormund's first sight of Brienne arriving at Castle Black on horseback, this wildling raider cannot keep his eyes off her. When they leave Castle Black, Tormund gives Brienne a smile that has her looking away in disbelief. Is this the smile that launched 1,000 fanfics? Yes, but it was an unscripted moment improvised by Hivju. It was so consequential, though, that fans were taken aback when Brienne went with Jaime instead. The course of true love never does run smooth. Number 16. The Tea Set, Veep. This series about a frazzled vice president and her team can be really bumbling at times. In this hilarious scene from season 3, Gary and Mike are watching Selena deliver a speech when they back up and accidentally break a china tea set.
Hey, Sue, sorry. Hey, listen.
Scrambling to hide their crime, they brush it under a curtain.
Oh my God. Behind the curtain. Put it behind the curtain.
It turned out that actor Tony Hale accidentally broke the china set, but the showrunners insisted he and Matt Walsh keep going with the film rolling.
Oh my God.
Most of this scene then is improvised. Talk about spilling the tea. Number 15. The Cookie, New Girl. What happens when you give your roommate a cookie? Comedy gold, it seems. In this season 2 scene, Nick gives Schmidt a cookie, insensitively shaped like the Star of David to celebrate Schmidt's Jewish heritage. When Schmidt calls him out for his insensitivity, Nick descends into an increasingly incoherent defense.
You gave me a cookie, I gave you a cookie. You gave me a cookie, gave you a cookie.
Cookies are indeed serious business, but Jake Johnson was only supposed to repeat the line once.
Gave me cookie, got you cookie. You gave me cookie, I got you cookie, man.
Instead, he repeated it 5 times in a perfectly frazzled delivery.
Gave you cookie, got you cookie. We're even. We're even, Schmidt.
Johnson later posted a part of the script on his Instagram page as proof of his comic improvisation. Number 14, most of Murray's conversation with Jonathan and Nancy, Stranger Things. Great actors can make awkward moments even more awkward and hilarious. Nancy and Jonathan have finally consummated their will they, won't they romance in conspiracy theorist Murray's basement. It's about time. At breakfast the following morning, Murray is wise to these kids' shenanigans, as proven by his suggestive comment.
So, Jonathan, how was the pullout?
Sorry?
The pull-out innuendo was scripted. What was not scripted was Murray dropping his scrambled egg and his answering flirtatiously, "Oops."
I bet. Oops.
Not only does this improvisation save and improve the scene, it also fits Murray's character. The pullout may have been good, but Brett Gelman's improv game is even better. Number 13, The Q-Tip, Friends. It's a tale as old as time. Chandler needs help with something and Joey is unhelpful. But this funny exchange in particular had a lot of actor input. In this scene, Chandler needs to have his clothes tailored. Joey suggests his family tailor, claiming that the tailor did his first suit when he was 15. Or was it 16?
He did my first suit when I was 15. No, wait, 16. No, excuse me, 15.
Joey's leaky memory has Chandler delivering one of the best one-liners ever involving Q-tips.
Okay, you have to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance.
Incredibly enough, this witty line was completely improvised by Matthew Perry. The Q-tip joke has since become a meme, which goes to show the power of letting actors do their thing. Number 12, Bebe, Schitt's Creek. This running gag initially started as a pure accident on actress Catherine O'Hara's part. O'Hara plays soap actress and star Moira Rose, suitably theatrical, adopting affectations. This extends to unusual pronunciations, such as the simple word baby.
Where is Bebe's chamber?
Too English for the French or Spanish word and too European for the regular English word, Moira's affected bebe is a delightful verbal Frankenstein that grows worse and better upon repetition.
Does Bebe enjoy the theater?
O'Hara's first time saying the word in season 2 was pure accident, but upon seeing her team's laughter, she decided to keep it. Either way, it's great progress for Bebe.
So now you're taking Bebe to the spa.
Number 11, Elaine's Dance, Seinfeld. It's the little kicks that make life worthwhile, or at least a grand old comedy. During a company party hosted by Elaine, she opens the floor with what is presumably a dance. It looks, however, more like a spasm. Elaine's bad dancing was not scripted, of course, but was carefully conceived by her actress, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, even practicing the moves in front of her mirror. To ensure Elaine's moves did not go with the rhythm of the music, the scene was shot without music. To make matters even worse and better, the whole scene was inspired by real-life SNL creator Lorne Michaels, who danced similarly at a party. The lore of this full-body dry heave set to music is deep.
Have you ever seen Elaine dance?
Elaine dance.
Number 10, Nice Ears, The Defenders.
No way.
Marvel shows and movies are full of hilarious quips and banter, and The Defenders is no exception. In this scene, Matt and Jessica work together to take down a bad guy. Once he's seemingly defeated, Jessica compliments Matt's mask ears, and an annoyed Matt responds that, quote, they're horns.
Nice ears.
They're horns.
According to Kristen Ritter, who was responding to a fan on Twitter, this brief exchange was completely improvised by her and Charlie Cox. We think they should be allowed to improvise more, because they clearly have this quip thing down.
The scarf looked better.
Number 9, I apologize about my, thing, Sherlock.
Oh, we're on a schedule. You'll thank me.
Is there anything more comfy than a drunk Sherlock Holmes and John Watson? Tell us you wouldn't want to hang out with these guys. In the 3rd season episode, The Sign of 3, Sherlock and John go out and get hammered. When a boring client tells them some silly story about a ghost, Sherlock and John fall asleep on her. And when he wakes up, he apologizes on behalf of his sleeping thing.
Apologize about my...
This little exchange showing Sherlock's sense of superiority seems too good to be improvised, but it was. According to Stephen Moffat, Benedict Cumberbatch forgot the actual line, resulting in Sherlock stumbling of words and calling John a thing.
Rude.
Number 8. Pity Frack, Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, so you think I should give a frack about your mood?
For those unaware, frack is Battlestar Galactica's signature replacement for the F word. And the word reared its hilarious head during a showdown between Felix Gaeta and Starbuck. Once Starbuck storms out on Gaeta, Gaeta hilariously responds with the line,
So I guess a pity frack's out of the question then?
The show's creator, Ronald D. Moore, revealed on a commentary podcast that this line was completely improvised by actor Alessandro Giuliani, who showed surprise when Moore decided to keep his improv in the finished product.
Somebody close that hatch.
Number 7. Son of a Bitch, Supernatural.
Almost forgot about the scratch tickets.
In the 3rd season episode Bad Day at Black Rock, a woman by the name of Bella Talbot shoots Sam in the shoulder to get her hands on a lucky rabbit's foot. And while she doesn't walk away with the foot, she steals Dean's winning lottery tickets, forcing him to blurt out an extremely exaggerated son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch!
This line was improvised by Jensen Ackles, and while the line itself isn't very funny, the over-the-top delivery certainly is. Jared Padalecki apparently found it quite funny as well, as he can be seen turning his head away from the camera to avoid ruining the take with laughter. Number 6. The Thanksgiving Song, Bob's Burgers.
Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes.
We wonder how much improvisation goes on behind the scenes of animated shows that doesn't make it into the final product. The Bob's Burgers voice cast is full of talented people, including John Roberts, who voices the character Linda.
Everyone's thanking.
Len.
The whole world's thanking you.
Stop,
Thanking
Len.
us for thanking you.
Roberts apparently loves to freestyle songs in the recording booth, and one of his on-the-spot creations was the Thanksgiving song, which was later covered by the acclaimed band The National. The show's writers later called the Thanksgiving song the show's 4th best song, and we cannot blame them. It takes a lot of talent to create a song on the spot, and even more talent to make it funny.
Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Ooh, the turkey looks great.
Number 5. Animal Cracker Clothes, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, hey. Animal cracker?
The scripts of Buffy the Vampire Slayer are undoubtedly brilliant, but as this moment proved, the cast can be just as funny and work just as compatibly without one. In this scene, Seth Green's Oz goes on a mini rant about clothing on animal crackers and how all monkeys are French.
The monkey is French?
All monkeys are French. You didn't know that?
No.
The episode's writer, Marty Noxon, later revealed on the DVD commentary that everything following Oz's compliment to Willow was improvised by Seth Green and Allison Hannigan.
And you know the monkey's just, I mock you with my monkey pants.
It's both a tender and hilarious moment between the two characters, and it all came from the minds of the actors involved. Who needs writers anyway? Just kidding, we love our writers.
The monkey's the only cookie animal that gets to wear clothes, you know that?
Number 4. Science, biatch, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What did you do?
Fitz has a great sense of humor, and that is on full display in this scene. Once Fitz disables Gordon's teleportation powers, Gordon asks Fitz what he's done, to which he brilliantly responds,
Science, biatch.
As fellow actor Clark Gregg explains, the line was simply written as science, but Ian DeCastiger added the biatch as a nod to Breaking Bad. Gregg also called it, quote, the best ad-lib in the history of television on Twitter. And while we wouldn't go that far, it certainly is a hilarious quip. And we will never pass up a reference to one of the greatest shows of all time.
Of course, why didn't I think of that?
That's okay.
Number 3. You Look Ridiculous, The Walking Dead.
Punch the clock and make the casseroles.
The Walking Dead isn't exactly full of humor. It concerns the end of civilization, and its characters are usually more concerned with surviving than sharing quippy banter. Daryl is perhaps the most stoic character of all, as he doesn't seem to have a single funny bone in his body, which makes this improvised line all the more hilarious. Once the group assimilates into Alexandria, the usually hardened and dirty Carol begins dressing like a grandma, prompting the equally tough Daryl to call her appearance ridiculous.
You look ridiculous.
The line is funny, but it also adds a further dimension to the relationship between Carol and Daryl. It is simply an all-around great ad-lib.
I'm gonna hose you down in your sleep.
Number 2. Network connectivity problems. Parks and Recreation.
Leslie, go home.
No, I can't. I can't go home. I have to get ready for the Chamber of Secrets.
You just can't write jokes like this. In the Season 3 episode Flu Season, Leslie gets sick, prompting Andy to Google her symptoms and find that she has network connectivity problems. It's one of the funniest lines of the entire show, and it was all completely improvised by the master, Chris Pratt.
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the thing up here, and it says you could have network connectivity problems.
The show's creator, Michael Schur, later showed respect for Pratt's ad-lib, calling it, quote, the funniest joke that's ever been on our show. The cast of Parks and Rec wasn't given much room to improvise, aside from Patton Oswalt's rambling Star Wars speech, but Pratt clearly saw his opportunity and took it, resulting in a joke that was completely unexpected and gut-bustingly hilarious.
The funniest line ever spoken on our show is improvised by Chris Pratt.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Michael kisses Oscar, The Office.
You ready?
What are you doing?
I am going to embrace Oscar.
When Steve Carell sees a joke, he takes it. In the Season 3 premiere Gay Witch Hunt, Michael accidentally outs Oscar, and to show his support, he kisses him on the lips. It's an incredibly inappropriate thing to do, and it proves that Steve Carell knew his character perfectly, because the entire sequence was improvised by Carell and Oscar Nunez.
I did it.
Nunez simply rolled with Carell's improv, but the other cast members were laughing behind the camera. Luckily, the camera was planted firmly on Carell and Nunez, which allowed this now classic footage to make it into the episode.
I don't think we need to because this is an image that I want you people to remember for a long time to come.
What other unscripted TV moment had you full-body dry heaving to music? Let us know in the comments down below.
Fancy Moses.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.